Assalamu alaikum students, hope you will be fine. Okay, now in this video we are going to study about the stages of photosynthesis. Okay, you know about the equation of photosynthesis, that for the formation of glucose, carbon dioxide, water, they are compulsory and glucose will form during that process. So remember one thing, photosynthesis mean a process in which light is compulsory. So photo mean light, synthesis mean building up or manufacture of glucose. Okay, now remember one thing, that photosynthesis take place in two stages. One is called light dependent stage. Light dependent stage mean in which light is compulsory. Okay, and second is called light independent stage or dark stage. That stage will complete even in the absence of sunlight. Okay, so what about these stages? So I'll going to explain you that what happens here. You can see in this diagram which is given here. So if first of all, the light is compulsory for the process of photosynthesis, because in the presence of light a step take place which is called here photolysis. Photo mean again light and lysis mean breakdown or splitting up. So what happens in the presence of light? When this light is available, so in the chlorophyll, which is the green matter present inside the leaves, in that chlorophyll a chemical reaction take place, during which water molecule break down. Water which is taken by the root, it reaches to the leaves, and in the leaves, in the presence of sunlight, photolysis take place, and that photolysis is breakdown of water which occurs there. So first of all, water will split, it will be broken down into oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, this is the oxygen which releases during photosynthesis, and this hydrogen is used to reduce carbon dioxide which plants take from atmosphere through their stomata. What is mean by reduce? You will do study in the chemistry some processes, for example oxidation and reduction process. Oxidation is called addition of oxygen, reduction is called addition of hydrogen. So what is going to happen here? You can find in the next this equation, that this hydrogen will be added in this carbon dioxide, and both these carbon dioxide and hydrogen, they will combine, and this chemical energy which was produced during photolysis, this will use here, and it will use in to convert this carbon dioxide and water into glucose, and during this process water will also release. So for photolysis light is compulsory, so for that reason these steps are called light dependent reaction. Even this conversion of carbon dioxide into glucose can be done even in the absence of oxygen. So this step is called light independent reaction or dark reaction. If we combine these equations, so we will get an overall equation. In this overall equation you can find that 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, they combine with 12 molecules of water, and as a result of that one glucose molecule will form 6 oxygen molecules will releases, and 6 water molecules will release. Even I think in the 7th class you have also done this equation. You read about photosynthesis, but in that equation you read here 6 water molecule and 6 carbon dioxide molecules both combine, and just glucose and this oxygen, 6 molecule of oxygen releases. You haven't read about these 6 water molecules, but now according to the latest equation, what happens, 12 molecules of water they are utilized and even 6 molecules of water they releases. This one is the latest equation. Okay, in Cambridge it is compulsory, it is their order that if they do ask that write down the balance equation, so you have to write this equation and you have to write these 6, 12, 6 here and 6 here. If you are not writing this balance equation, then you will not get any marks. Otherwise, if they are not asking for this balance equation, you can write even word equation. Word equation mean here it is written carbon dioxide plus water plus here light and chlorophyll and glucose and oxygen will release. They have just written in the form of words, so you can even write in this way. Okay, so here we have read about that photosynthesis complete in 2 stages. One is light dependent reactions and one is light independent reactions or dark reaction. Okay, now one more thing is to consider that photosynthesis take place in the presence of light, and you know that light is made up of different colors, wavelengths of different colors, and these different colors they combine and they make 7 colors. These colors they combine and they make colorless light, or you can say white light. Okay, now we have to find out either all these colors they are very important for photosynthesis or there are specific colors. So scientists they perform different experiments to find out that which color wavelength or which colors are most favorable for the process of photosynthesis. So for that reason they have plotted a graph here. So here you can see different wavelengths of light where different colors are given, violet, blue, blue green, green, yellow, orange and red. And here they have taken the amount of light absorbed or rate of photosynthesis. Okay, they have made 2 graphs basically here. One is showing the amount of light absorbed. Amount of light absorbed mean which light is absorbed in how much amount. For example, these are different colors of light. So which one is absorbed in the maximum amount. And secondly, the rate of photosynthesis. So by absorbing these different colors of light, what is the effect of photosynthesis, in which light colors they are supporting maximum this process of photosynthesis. Okay, so light absorbed is shown by absorption spectrum and rate of photosynthesis is shown by here action spectrum. So they made 2 spectrum by utilizing these light to find out absorption of light and rate of photosynthesis. So they find out that here you can find that in the presence of blue light, here you can find the top is showing here. If we draw it down to this line, so we will find out that this blue color light is supporting photosynthesis, or this is most favorable. Then another light which is most favorable, here the graph is at peak. So if we draw it down here till this line, so you will find red color. So blue color and red color, these are the regions or these are the wavelengths which are most favorable for the process of photosynthesis. These are the lights which are maximum absorbed into the chlorophyll, and even the rate of photosynthesis is also maximum at these 2 points and in these 2 lights. Okay, and here you can see here on the green it is least. So green color is not absorbed by plant, it is reflected. Plant they leaves they reflect that color, so this color is not absorbed, so here photosynthesis is not occurring. Okay, so by these graphs scientists they do prove that photosynthesis maximum take place at blue and red light. Okay, now one more thing, even we have read in the enzymes chapter that limiting factor, and I told you that limiting factors are the factors which directly affect a process if we decrease or increase their quantity. So if we are decreasing or increasing the quantity of any factor mean here we are considering with reference to photosynthesis. So we have read about the factors which are affecting the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, if we are increasing or decreasing the amount of any factor, and if that factor affect the rate of photosynthesis, then that factor is called limiting factor. So here I will explain you that here they have shown you in this graph that they have made a graph here between light intensity and rate of photosynthesis. So here they want to say that light intensity, it also affects the rate of photosynthesis. So here arrow is moving towards the right side, so it is showing that light intensity is increasing from 0 to right side, and in the same way rate of photosynthesis is also increasing from 0 to x-axis or at the up here, as it is graph moving upwards, so rate is increasing. Okay, so here what scientists they prove by this graph, that if we are maintaining the amount of photosynthesis amount of carbon dioxide 0.03%, and you already know in nature, in air, amount of carbon dioxide is 0.03%, and if we are having the amount of carbon dioxide the same as in the atmosphere, and we are keeping the temperature 20, so what will happen? First, when photosynthesis will occur, rate of reaction will increase very quickly till this point A, and after this point again you can find no change in it, no increase in it, and rate has become constant. So it's mean till point 0 to A here it was affecting, but after A it has become constant. Even if we are increasing the temperature 30, so again you can see that this increased temperature is not bringing any you can say considerable increase in the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, now if what will happen if we increase the amount of carbon dioxide here they have again kept the temperature constant as 20 degrees centigrade, but increase the carbon dioxide percentage 0.13%. So here you can find by increasing amount of carbon dioxide, there is a considerable change in the rate of reaction. It has increased a lot till point E, and again after that it is becoming constant. So here you can see that amount of carbon dioxide is affecting. So we can say here carbon dioxide is acting as a limiting factor. Okay, if we increase temperature here keeping the amount of carbon dioxide constant, again here temperature is bringing a lot of change. So here you can say temperature, if amount of carbon dioxide is 0.13%, temperature can become a limiting factor. But remember one thing, this thing is just experimental. It is not possible that in nature we increase the amount of carbon dioxide to 0.13%. So there can be very drastic changes by that. So this change is just possible in laboratory conditions. There we can create such environment where amount of carbon dioxide is more. So in this way scientists they just wanted to prove this thing is that in different conditions different factors can act as limiting factor. Okay, so read these pages. If you find any problem, so you can ask. Okay, best of luck.